Cum.
Oh my God, we have to do that. Let's make that happen. I like that idea.
Cum popsicles?
Cum popsicles.
All right, Ralph, just you know, you got to keep cum popsicles in your freezer.
Well, how are we keeping... I think you'd have to fill yours up on your own.
No.
Then bring it here.
I'm going to beat off right in your ice tray.
I don't know how we're going to do that.
I'll try the thoughts. I'll be in the bathroom for the next 6 hours if you need me.
I didn't know cum freeze.
Yeah, because also I think it'd have to be more than one load to get enough to make like an ice cube tray full. I mean, even one cube.
You gotta like not cum for a week.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you got to. Here's what you got to
cum.
do. You got to put like a little bit of water in it, and then cum in the water, and then freeze it.
Okay, I got you. All right, I'm down for this.
And then a toothpick.
Yeah, and then freeze it.
Freeze it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But I think, see, the thing is, you'd have to do, here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely would have to do it here because you couldn't do it at your home. By the time you get here, it would be melted.
Ralph, the amount of fucking weird things we've done here, that's going to be the one that blows
No,
your
I'm
mind.
okay with it. I'm saying it's fine.
It's just a cooler cum ice.
Christine made out with a girl while I punch fucked her, and she perioded all over your bed.
I know. I was
That
there.
was a show.
That was a show. That was an episode.
How is this show not the most popular on the network?
Well, only Legion, really. Legion's the only one over it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a great
Legion.
podcast.
You're fine with that.
Legion's Gang's a pretty great podcast.
And also, Legion has a 2-year head start.
It does.
So
I told you somebody came to my show with a Legion shirt.
Yeah. No, we always tell whenever we announce you guys are going to be it, we always tell people to go out and like
Yeah,
show
man.
their-
And
That
SNL's
shit
on
works.
hiatus this week.
On for 2 weeks, 2 more weeks, 3 weeks actually.
Is it 3 on, 2 off? Like, what's the schedule?
This schedule was bananas. It was 10 and 12 weeks. So it was 3 on. No, it was 4 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off, 3 on.
Has it always been that way? Even like back in the day, it used to be. Was there a time?
It's typically 3 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off, 3 on.
Okay.
I got Ralph.
I got to go this year. Last year because of you.
Yeah, I got Ralph tickets to see the Kendrick Lamar when I was so bummed.
Such
I
a
missed
great
that.
episode. That was my
That
favorite.
that's what made me like Kendrick Lamar. I didn't know any of his music.
Yeah,
before that.
me too.
I knew the song.
That's the
Before I
coolest.
went there.
That's one of the coolest things about that job is like I get to see people that I would never search for, and then like I like Bruno Mars because of that show.
That was a great performance.
That was a great performance.
Such a great performance. I had no idea. In fact, like because that Uptown Funk, remember? And of course, everybody knows that. He did it on the show. I think before the song was out. And then when I heard it on the radio, I was like, yo, did they just take the performance? But the way he performs live is exactly the way it sounds on the
And
radio.
everybody's
It's
live on
amazing.
SNL, right? All the performers are.
Everybody's live except for Ashley.
Yeah, exactly.
That was it. That was the big
That was the
feeling.
only one.
They'll never do that again for
The
that
only one
reason.
fucked
Right?
that up. Well, I don't. It wasn't supposed to do it that time. I think like she kind of went around.
She
I don't
fought
know.
it.
Yeah, she kind of.
Have you become friendly with any musicians because of the show?
Yeah, you know who's really cool? Just recently, Chance the Rapper, who I've always known because he was close to Hannibal. But yeah, he did the Christmas show, and he's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he seems like a mellow.
He's a
Really
cool
cool dude. Yeah, man.
But you got to
he's
see
great.
Tribe Called Quest. I tell you who else.
Tribe, yeah.
SNL has made like me a fan of several like bands that I was not. Alabama Shakes.
Alabama Shakes.
They were
Amazing.
great.
That girl's so good.
Florence and the
Florence and the Machine.
I always call her Florence and the Henderson. Florence and the Machine. She's great.
Yeah, they're really. It's like it's a great way to see because they're going to play the hit. I got the Tribe album because of that.
But also, I feel that
I was like, I got to get that album.
the last year or two, also they've gone out to look for more creative musical performers.
Yeah, because it's visual. You know, the people that's going
but not even like not necessarily someone who's a huge hit, but
Right.
somebody that they think is going to work well on
Right.
the show. Where it used to be more about who they're going to get that's going to just draw people to the show.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's both. You know, but it is cool. Like, it's a lot of people. They break a lot of people. Like they kind of broke Adele. They kind of broke Chance. I think.
They also broke. What's the guy that he had that song about a one night stand? What was that song? Sam Smith. I had never heard of him before that, and it was a great performance.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
and they
for
mixed
that.
up that girl this week was or 2 weeks ago maybe was like a country.
The
Beautiful
girl.
Oh
The girl was
yeah,
so pretty.
right. Yeah, she was
so
really.
hot.
I didn't like her. The song.
I
but
wasn't
thought
into the
she was
music, but I
gorgeous.
mean, you're like,
But like when you look at her, you're like, oh yeah, that's a.
Yeah, she
country
deserves
star.
to be popular.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, you could. See
country's
that.
also changed. Country's gotten more pop. I think that was Taylor Swift did that. Like, kind of made country a little more poppy, and then it kind of crosses over.
And it's so weird. They cross over the way Black Stars cross over, where they're so big, and then the rest of the world just knows nothing about them.
Yeah.
You're like, how the is that possible? You're like, how the is Tyler Perry selling out an arena? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't know before he has a movie,
Right. So we have a problem, which is that because we're taping during the day, we have to end early. But I had so many SNL questions for you.
Okay,
and so many things I want to
run through it.
I don't want to run through it. What I'd like
I want
to
to
do.
say before we do that even is that this year particularly, man, 'cause I know it's like it's got to be taking over Weekend Update. I'm sure it has to be a stressful thing.
It's
because
no, I'm kidding.
Because of the history of it. But I mean, like me and Christine watch every week.
Me too. I've not missed an episode for my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
I say I'm pretty close to that too. I mean, like I've really like it's just a show. It's just so like in
my general routine since I was born. Like, I mean, since I'm old enough to remember, like maybe 9 or something. I would watch it, and then my brother and I talk about it the next day. It's been that way my entire life. So Jay got me to go to that episode. It was like a bucket list thing for me.
When you watch the speed of the show and how it's produced,
it's crazy.
It's insane. People don't realize a lot of times we're writing the show as it's on the air. I remember one time Colin had to like put his hand over the cue cards, like to edit it.
Really?
Yeah, like he had to put his hand over lines that he didn't want the actors to say because he didn't have time to change the cards. And like that's how.
And how different is like the rehearsal? Like I know sketches get cut a lot, but usually do you purposefully run the rehearsal longer?
The rehearsal is like 2 hours.
And then you edit down.
And then you edit down.
And here's the thing: I'm going to throw this out there. Here's my idea to Lauren if he's listening to this episode.
I'm sure he is.
I think he's live streaming.
All the cut sketches.
Like, what? When's he going to get his dick sucked?
Mo the monster.
All the cut sketches you should put out as like a compilation, like all the sketches. They do once in a while.
Yeah, they've started recently putting cut for
once in a blue moon
on YouTube. Yeah.
But they should just put out a special of all the cut sketches. I would love to watch that.
One of the craziest.
The reason why is a lot of those cut sketches, like a lot of times a sketch will just get cut because it's just not the right host for it, and then it'll come back like later on.
Oh, I gotcha.
So you don't want to burn a joke, like that sketch Dyke and Fats.
Yeah.
I've seen like it seems like such an old sketch because I've seen maybe 6 versions of it at the table, and they just could never get it done. And this is honestly, I think they've only done 2 actually, but they have so many and it's so funny. But for whatever reason, maybe it's too loaded on one subject for that episode. Maybe the host doesn't want to do it. For whatever it is. I don't write it, so I don't know what the beefs are. But I've seen so many funny versions of that sketch, and they've only done it twice.
Bryant.
It's so good.
I'm so as a fat guy, the thing I was always just like so. Not wanting to do though. She's great.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's great. But I'm saying, like, man, there's the laughing at just like being like the fat person, man. That's. I hope she goes to therapy.
She's
so
funny.
That will smack you at some point.
But here's what I'm going to say: we have to do the first, and then we have to end. But I would love to get him back on another break so we could get more into things when I actually have a voice because I have so many questions.
Well, also we have to work around. Next time he comes in, we have to have.
We'll have a star.
We'll have a start doing something crazy and I'll answer the questions
while it's happening.
Yes, that's perfect.
That would be ideal. But now hit the first, Shannon.
Wait, before you hit the first, I just want to say, because I want to say in a public thing, because I started saying it before, but like I've watched you over the last couple of years of doing the show and like going through kind of the lumps and learning process of it, and I think like, dude, this year, man, like you've hit your stride.
That's great.
To where I think you're, I think I told you this before the other day at the cellar, but I feel like your stretches are longer. Your jokes are involved. I think it's great. I think you got to the point where I don't feel like I'm watching like. I mean, I know it's like my buddy michaelche, but I'm watching. I'm like, oh, this is like the weekend update. This makes sense now. It doesn't like it's like when you watch a friend act and you're like, you forget it's your friend for a second.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're doing a great job.
No, I appreciate that.
I think you're doing great.
I started writing way more, so that's why I feel like it sounds a lot more.
And you write exclusively for the update, right?
No.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
I write sketches too, and
I have so many questions. I do have to do this.
We'll have you back.
We'll have you back with a star, and we'll get you sucked off in the studio. It's going to be great.